Deidre Hall slaps Craig Melvin during live interview on the Today Show. The bright studio lights of the Today Show illuminated the stage as millions of viewers tuned in for what seemed like a routine celebrity interview. Legendary soap opera actress Deidre Hall, beloved for her decades-long portrayal of Dr. Marlena Evans on Days of Our Lives, sat across from host Craig Melvin with her trademark smile and calm demeanor. No one watching that morning could have predicted that the interview would become one of the most talked-about television moments of the year. "Welcome back," Craig said cheerfully as the cameras rolled. "We're honored to have television icon Deidre Hall with us today." The audience applauded warmly. Deidre waved and thanked everyone for the invitation. The conversation began smoothly. Craig asked about her remarkable career, her 50-plus years in daytime television, and the incredible loyalty of soap fans around the world. Deidre answered with grace and humor, sharing stories about long filming days, unforgettable castmates, and the emotional connection she has built with viewers over the decades. Everything seemed perfectly normal. Then Craig decided to surprise his guest. "We've put together a little highlight reel," he announced with a grin. "Some of your most dramatic moments from Days of Our Lives." Deidre laughed. "Oh dear," she replied. "That could be dangerous." The audience chuckled. A montage began playing on the giant screen behind them. It featured some of Marlena's most famous scenes, dramatic confrontations, shocking revelations, tearful reunions, and even a few humorous outtakes. At first, Deidre appeared delighted. Then the clip took an unexpected turn. One scene featured a particularly over-the-top storyline from years ago that fans often teased her about. The audience erupted in laughter as the dramatic moment played out. Deidre covered her face jokingly. "I knew you were going to find that one," she said. Craig laughed. "Oh, we had to include it. It's television history." The mood remained playful, but Craig decided to keep the jokes coming. "Let's be honest," he said. "Soap writers can get a little wild sometimes. Did you ever read a script and think, there's absolutely no way I can make this believable?" The crowd laughed again. Deidre smiled politely. "Well, actors learn to trust the process. Even when the process involves possession, resurrections, secret twins, and mysterious masks," Craig asked. The audience roared. Deidre laughed harder this time. "You're enjoying this way too much." Craig raised his hands innocently. "I'm just asking what everyone at home is thinking." As the interview continued, Craig brought out a surprise prop, a fake script filled with outrageous fictional plot twists. "What if Marlena discovers she's actually an alien queen?" he joked. The audience burst into laughter. Deidre shook her head. "You've clearly been talking to soap writers." The playful banter continued for several minutes, creating one of the funniest celebrity interviews viewers had seen in months. Then came the moment that would dominate social media. Craig looked directly at the camera and said, "I have one final challenge for you." "Oh no," Deidre replied dramatically. He handed her a card. "What's this?" Craig smiled mischievously. "I want you to demonstrate your famous soap opera slap." The audience immediately erupted with excitement. Soap fans knew exactly what he meant. Over the years, Marlena had delivered a few unforgettable slaps during dramatic confrontations. Deidre laughed. "I'm not sure that's a good idea." "Oh, come on," Craig insisted. "The audience wants to see it." The crowd began cheering. Do it." Deidre looked around the studio and pretended to consider the request carefully. "Well," she said finally, "if the audience insists." Craig stepped closer and dramatically turned his cheek toward her. "Give me your best soap opera slap." The crowd held its breath. Deidre smiled. "Remember, you asked for this." In one swift motion, she delivered a perfectly timed theatrical slap. Smack. The sound echoed throughout the studio. The audience gasped. Craig's eyes widened dramatically. For a split second, viewers at home wondered whether what they had just witnessed was real. Then Craig broke into laughter. The audience followed immediately, erupting into applause and cheers. "Oh my goodness," Craig exclaimed while rubbing his cheek dramatically. "That was much more convincing than I expected." Deidre doubled over laughing. "I warned you. You absolutely did not hold back." "Well, after 50 years in daytime television," she joked, "you learn how to sell a scene." The crowd gave her a standing ovation. Social media exploded within seconds. Clips of the moment spread across every major platform. Fans debated whether the slap looked authentic, praised Deidre's comedic timing, and celebrated the unexpected chemistry between the actress and the host. One viewer posted, "Craig Melvin just experienced a real soap opera moment." Another joked, "Marlena Evans never misses." Even celebrities joined the conversation. Several soap stars shared laughing emojis and congratulated Deidre on delivering what many called the slap heard around morning television. Back in the studio, Craig continued playing along. "I think I need hazard pay after that." "You'll recover," Deidre replied. "I'm not so sure." "You're talking just fine." The audience laughed again. Craig then surprised everyone by presenting Deidre with a commemorative plaque, celebrating her remarkable contributions to television. The mood shifted from comedy to heartfelt appreciation. "For decades," Craig said sincerely, "you've entertained generations of viewers and become one of the most respected performers in daytime television. We're honored to have you here." Deidre appeared genuinely touched. "Thank you," she said softly. "The fans have made this journey extraordinary." The audience responded with another standing ovation. As the interview came to an end, Craig looked into the camera. "Well, I've interviewed athletes, politicians, musicians, and movie stars. Today was the first time I got slapped on live television." The audience erupted once more. Deidre smiled mischievously. "There's a first time for everything." The two shared a warm hug before the segment concluded. Within hours, entertainment news outlets were replaying the clip, discussing the hilarious exchange, and celebrating the lighthearted moment. What could have been just another promotional interview became an unforgettable television memory that delighted fans across the country.